break-in. You never said. How was your business trip?
It wasn't really a business trip. I had a few things I needed to get straight in my head. I realised I'd made a bit of a mess of my life.
I know losing Millie hit you hard. I was hoping Will had helped with that.
Well, he might have done, but I managed to mess that up too. He didn't like the way I was treating people. Yeah, and I realised that he was right. I always have to be the winner. That's why I always end up alone.
And that's what you needed to get straight in your head?
Thought I'd worked it all out. I was hoping that Will and I could move things on when I got back. But his mind seems to be on other things. And I thought you'd struck it lucky with Sam, too. He's always seemed so devoted to you, no matter what. You're the last people I ever expected to split up.
Well, I'm hoping it's not terminal. But it's not looking good at the moment. I've moved in with Rona.
If it can happen to you and Sam, then I might as well give up with Will. I've got no chance.
I don't believe that. You always get what you want.
In business. Never got as far as happy ever after in love. I don't even know if I'm capable of it.
I do, and I hope it happens.
Truth is, I don't even know where to start.
It depends what your priorities are. I mean, how important is Will to you?
Top of my list. But he doesn't seem to feel the same.
Oh. Maybe you need to go about getting Will the same way you would a new business contract. Stop focusing on what you want and start thinking about what he wants.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you could spend some time together doing the things that he enjoys.
Yeah. I just have to work out what that might be.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
And maybe we can help you and Sam get back together along the way.
I think that's a bit of a bigger job, don't you? Let's focus on your love life first, eh?
You're awake.
Where am I?
Prison hospital. Pandemic means no trip to a normal hospital for you. You're unconscious when they brought you in. You're lucky you didn't do yourself more damage.
I just wanted a drink. I didn't know I'd end up like this. I feel terrible.
You deserve to. I get plenty in here with really bad injuries. This is all your own fault.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be. Do you understand what damage you could have done to yourself?
Well, I didn't know how strong it was. What was it anyway?
Prison hooch. Probably close to 100% proof. It's obviously not the sort of thing that you're used to. You're trying to prove something.
What do you mean?
Well, you're not like some that I get in here. They can knock back meths without getting in that state. You're trying to prove that you're as tough as they are.
No.
Who gave it to you?
I found it in the showers.
Is that what they told you to say? Any disciplinary action over this is down to the governor, not me. I'm just here to patch you up enough to put you back on the wing.
Thanks.
It's my job. And I don't want to see you in this state again. I am saying that for your own good.
Believe me, I'm trying to stop drinking.
You need to try harder. Another stunt like that could end up killing you. And if you keep asking inmates for favours in here, sometimes you are not going to like the price that they make you pay. Look, you're obviously not coping well. Why don't you ring your family? Maybe talking to them could help.
My family don't want to know me.
You're saying that none of them care?
Well, maybe one does. I don't want to put my troubles on him anymore.
Well, if he really does care, he'll want to help.
I know you're still angry with me about what I did to Liv, but honestly, I was doing it for you.
I'm just fed up with you telling me what's for my own good. I don't want to end up like the rest of you, Liv's family. You've all turned your back on her when she needs you the most. You know, I thought Dingles were supposed to stick up for each other.
But after what Liv did, she deserves it.
Yes, she's made mistakes, Mum, but none of us are perfect, are we? And I also know she didn't kill Ben, but I seem to be the only person who believes in that. So if I don't visit her, who else will?
Yeah, and I'm sorry for what she is facing, but you're better off out of it. There's nothing you can do to help.
Well, I can be there for her until they realise she's innocent.
Not gonna happen. The police think she's guilty.
It wouldn't be the first time they got it wrong, would it? Liv? Sorry, who's this? When did this happen? Yeah, I'll be there as soon as I can.
What's happened?
Liv needs me.
Hey, we've spoke about this. She can't keep putting everything on you.
You don't understand, Mum. She's in the prison hospital. She's got all of some booze and she's collapsed.
As if things weren't bad enough. She is her own worst enemy, that girl.
Why do you all blame her for everything? Can't you see how frightened she must be to be driven to that?
You say she's frightened? Maybe she started drinking again because she's finally feeling guilty.
No, I'm not wasting any more time arguing with you. And do you know what? You're all the same, you dingles, setting yourselves up as a judge and jury. Well, I am not turning my back on Liv. Even if the rest of you do, I'm going to go see her.
Right, just you wait.
Right, you're not talking me out of it, Mum.
I don't intend to. I'm offering to drive you.
And why would you do that?
Because I happen to care about you. And look at the state of you. I want to get you there safe. Go on.
Anything with your coffee?
No, thanks. Oh, but you can bring it to the table.
I'm your dad, not your waiter.
Stable door all fixed?
Sorry?
Well, you had to cut your meal short yesterday so you could go and mend it.
Oh, yeah, no. Still waiting for a few bits.
I hope you weren't upset that I interrupted your romantic lunch.
It wasn't that romantic.
Oh, well, I probably thought it was because I had such a wonderful time on my date.
Oh, it was so good. I'm surprised you came home so early.
Well, he had an early flight to catch for a business meeting. You know what these jet setters are like.
No, not really. Don't get much chance to meet him in my line of work. But you can tell me all about him.
Well, he's not my usual type. He's a bit more cultured. We spent most of the time discussing literature.
Oh, didn't realise you were into that kind of stuff.
Turns out that we both have Thomas Hardy as our favourite author.
Thomas Hardy. Whoa, I bet you both love the films they made of his Fast and Furious books.
I guess you'll be missing him while he's off jet setting. Maybe you'll have to go back to your usual type, whatever that is.
I guess my usual type is someone a bit like you, Will. But he'll be back soon, so I won't have long to wait.
Thanks for driving me, but you might as well go home now. I'll make my own way back.
Well, I don't mind waiting. I'll come with you.
Absolutely not, no. I don't want you upsetting Liv again.
I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about you. What she's putting you through.
I don't need protecting from Liv, all right? I'm here because I want to. You know, she's the one going through it, and I just want to help her.
You've got to start facing the truth, sweetheart. Right. If she gets found guilty, she's going to be in that prison for years. What are you going to do? Keep visiting her forever? Or are you going to start thinking about your own future?
Well, I want Liv to be part of my future, Mum. And she's not going to be found guilty because she's innocent, and I'm going to prove it.
Well, you're not a detective. How are you going to prove it when the police can't find any evidence for it?
Because maybe they're not looking in the right places. And maybe they think it's easy to pin it on Liv, you know, same as you all do.
That's what you want to believe. But the rest of us, we're looking at it as it is. And we know she's going to get banged up for a very long time.
Just go on, Mum, all right? I don't want to be anywhere near you.
Hi, Manpreet.
Hey.
How's it going in the B&B?
I moved out yesterday.
Oh, you and Mina found somewhere else?
It's better if we don't live together at the moment.
You had a row?
Putting it mildly. She's moved into Tall Trees with Billy.
So you could have stayed in the B&B?
Well, I'd already left when I found out she'd moved, so Wendy's taken me in.
Oh, nice.
So does that mean that Mina can move back into the B&B now?
Well, that's up to her. Excuse me both. Wendy's asked me to pick up some shopping.
See you. So it looks like Mina moving back into the B&B is probably a great relief, yeah?
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, it's understandable. I mean, there's a lot of you in that house. It's probably a bit crowded.
Exactly. And it's always been a lad's house, so...
Might suit her, but She's probably better off for the B&B now Manpreet's gone.
You're right. I'll tell her the good news then.
Yeah, well, best of luck.
Thanks for calling me. I was worried you weren't going to see me again after yesterday.
Yeah, well, the prison doctor said I should talk to some family. You're the only family I've got.
You shouldn't listen to what Mum says, all right?
She said she was saying it for you. And that you'd be better off without me, and maybe she's right.
But that's not her decision to make, is it? Look, you should know that I had no idea what she was up to.
It's hard to be sure of anything in her. Do you reckon I was dragging you down with me? And I never wanted to do that.
You're not going down, all right? I am not letting that happen. I'm going to try and prove you're innocent.
And I don't know how anyone can do that. And all the evidence is stacked against me.
Is that why you started drinking again? I mean, how did you even get hold of the stuff?
It seems like you can get hold of anything in here. You know who to ask.
Yeah, I know, but you must have known that it'll make everything worse.
Guess I'm just an addict then, who needs it to get through. To block things out.
But if you block everything out, you won't remember anything that we can use as evidence. Have you just given up? You know what, maybe Mum was right. What is the point in me trying to fight to prove you're innocent when you can't even bother to fight for yourself? I was determined to get you out of this place. But if you keep going on like this, then you're gonna die in here. You just need to keep thinking back to that night, because all you can remember, well, it could turn out to be a clue.
The police have already decided that I'm guilty. There's no point in me trying to find clues for them. They won't listen.
I know, and that's why I'm trying to put together a file of evidence to prove they've got it wrong. But I need your help.
Vinny, I want to help. But you've seen me when I'm drunk. I can't remember things.
Well, if you don't remember it, how do I know you didn't kill Ben?
So you don't believe me now either?
I'm just saying that if you don't remember it, then I've got naught to work with. No chance of proving you're innocent.
I know I can't remember anything, but that doesn't mean I'm guilty. I don't know who killed Ben. I know it wasn't me.
How?
Because I might be an alcoholic, and I know I'm a horrible person now as well, but that doesn't mean I'm a murderer. I know I couldn't kill someone.
Yes, I know, I've known that too. And that's why I'm trying to prove it, but you're not making it easy, are you, Liv? Just please try. This is the one chance we've got.
The things I can remember, they're hazy. But I'm trying to piece them back together.
That's exactly what I want to hear. That's what I'm here for. We can do this, Liv. I know we can.
Thanks for coming.
No problem. I was delighted you called. I was just going to call you myself, actually. I've been making plans.
What sort of plans?
Well, I know what you lads are like. You always do everything at the last minute. So I thought I'd take over planning Christmas for the house. You know, like getting the tree and the decorations organised.
That's a nice thought. But you don't need to do any of that.
Oh, don't be silly. It would be my pleasure. My way of saying thank you for putting a roof over my head.
Well, that's just it. You don't have to do any of that because you can move back in the B&B.
You know I can't stay with Manpreet.
No, you won't have to. She's moving in with Wendy. That's why I called you.
Your drinks?
I never ordered drinks.
Oh, no, Mina's paid for them.
Another way of saying thank you.
Ah, enjoy.
Look, I thought you'd be pleased, you know, that you could move back in at the B&B.
Most of the other guests are older people. I'd much rather stay with you. Your place is way more fun.
But it was never a long-term solution. You said so yourself, right?
But why can't it be? Are you saying you don't want me there?
Of course not. It's just... It's still early days, and I've got to think about the lads and, you know, what would Marlon say? You do understand, right?
Yeah, I suppose so.
And it's settled then.
So what can you remember?
Not much. It's all patchy. He's starting to come back bit by bit. I know that Ben was alive when I walked out of the office.
Well, that's good. But they'll say you waited outside to kill him.
I'm sure I didn't. I can see myself heading home when I left. I was a bit unsteady on my feet because of the drink, and I knew it wasn't going to be an easy walk home.
And then Lydia saw you. Do you, remember what you talked about?
No, not really. I remember being sick. So if I was feeling guilty, it would be because I was being sick, not because I killed someone. No, I just wanted to get home. And if I'd murdered Ben, I'd try to hide from her, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I guess so. And what else do you remember? Hey, come on, it's all right, just take your time. You don't have to remember it all at once, you know, especially after what you've just been through.
Like I said, it's patchy. But I definitely don't remember seeing Ben after our row.
Good. Right, well, let's keep going and try to create a picture of what happened that night. I'm gonna fight to get you out of here, Liv, but I need you fighting too, okay? That's the only way we can do this, but I need you to tell me everything you can remember, even if you don't think it's important yet.
Oh, I'm glad I caught you. I just wanted to thank you for your advice this morning. I've been thinking about what Will'd like. Started booking for tomorrow. I decided he'd feel out of place in Michelin-star restaurants, so we'll just pick up food somewhere else along the way.
Sounds about right.
And he's happiest working outside, so we shall start with a clay pigeon shoot. And then it'll be time for a bit of pampering in this spa that's just opened.
Are you sure that's Will's sort of thing?
Everyone likes a fuss made of them, don't they? Hi.
What was all that about?
Well, Kim's treating Will to a surprise day out tomorrow.
Oh, where are they going?
It's top secret.
Oh, don't worry, I won't tell Will.
Well, she's going to take him to that new spa that's opened.
Very classy.
They're going to start the day off with a shoot. I hope they have a lovely time.
She's totally wrong for him, though, don't you think?
Well, obviously, she don't think so. And maybe she's right. I mean, Will's a nice bloke, isn't he? Might calm her down a bit. Who knows, they could be really happy together. It'll certainly make being up here a lot easier. Right, I best be off. Bye.
Thanks for coming round. I've been worried about you.
I didn't come here to tell you my troubles.
Pity. That's what mates are for. I'm always ready to listen.
Thanks. But I think we should be concentrating on sorting out the Christmas services.
I'd rather help you through this stuff with your family, if there's anything I can do.
No, really. Had another sleepless night going over it in my mind, and I think I'm better off just getting on with other things. Always tell the parishioners you shouldn't let gossip dictate your life. Decided I should listen to my own advice.
Very wise. What about Manpreet?
She was my past, and it's time I concentrated on my future.
Good to see you getting your fight back and moving on.
What's all this? Looks like you're thinking of moving on yourself.
Still haven't decided. Just keeping my options open.
Are you sure about being ready to leave the church? Is that why you didn't want to talk about the Christmas services?
I just thought it was better for you to organise the services the way you want this year. As for my future, I'll let you know when I've made my decision.
You heard anything from Diddy? I dropped him at the prison, but he made it very clear he didn't want me to wait.
Well, I thought she'd taken him off the visiting list.
No, the situation's changed. She got hold of some booze and she's ended up in the prison hospital.
What? How's she doing?
I don't know. We'll have to wait for Vinny to report back. After what I did, he wants me nowhere near her.
Yeah, well, after the past few days, I don't suppose he's too pleased with me either.
I know that he's not going to believe me, Chaz, but honestly, I was only trying to help. Vinny's way, he's going to end in tears, and I don't want him getting hurt anymore.
We both know how he feels about it. I suppose we could have dealt with it better.
How did it go at the prison?
Really well. You know, it's a lot easier when you're not there to mess things up.
How's Liv doing?
I reckon she felt abandoned by you all, but no, she's swan off the drink, so she'll be fine.
I know you think I let her down, but I just did what I had to do.
She don't need you anymore. You know, me and Liv were sorting this without either of you.
Vinny, this is not something you can sort out.
But you're wrong. Liv started to remember stuff from that night, so I reckon it won't take too long to prove she's innocent. You don't believe me, do you?
Well, I can see that's what you believe. And I really hope you're right.
I'm gonna prove it. And how are you two gonna look her in the eye when she walks out of prison free, knowing that you've both called her a killer?